I'm going to show you, now these are the little Jiffy strips, and I have some early jalapenos here. And as you can see, when you plant your seeds in the Jiffy strips, you want to plant more than one seed because not all seeds germinate. For example, here's my serrano pepper, and I'll give you an example here. You'll see that one germinated and there was probably 3 seeds in here. So out of 3, 1 germinated. So you might want to, you sometimes feel guilty. I mean, some people say they feel guilty when they are kind of cutting one out, because you don't want to have 2 plants in one container because they fight for nutritions. And this is something that I do, is I'll have enough plants, and when I see them when they first germinate, and this is probably the best time to do this because their roots are going to start growing together, is be able to separate them very gently, and that way I can give one to my mom and keep one for myself. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. So I have and this is the Jiffy strip, and what I used here was the seed starter, which is a very light mix, has less nutrition, is great for when your seeds are germinating. But now that they have germinated, I want to go ahead and put them inside some potting soil. So these are all filled with potting soil, and I put my little marker here for the early jalapeno. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a little groove deep enough for the roots to go in. So if you can see, I just stick my finger in here, make a nice little groove here so that it's got a little hole in there. And I want to do that twice because I'm going to be separating those 2 jalapenos that germinated. I've done this for a couple of years. Some people are horrified to do this. So there's a groove there. And I'm gonna go ahead, and I like about these Jiffy strips is I can just kind of peel these away. I'm gonna go ahead and make a little mess here and just kind of gently peel all that out. And I don't know if you can see, but the roots are down here on the bottom. And I just barely gently grab one, and now you can see that the roots are not, see, there's the roots. I'm going to go ahead and I can actually just kind of put this down here. It kind of got buried here, but the other root's right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys that I just barely gently grab the root and go ahead and start putting it in around it. And I can grab a little extra just to put around there. Get it in there nice. And that one is there. I got my other one here. I'm going to barely carefully pick up this by its root and go ahead and move the soil around. You have to be very gentle this way, but I think that at this stage, when they first germinate, it's kind of the easiest time to do this. You don't want to do it when the plant gets big, because when the plant gets big, their roots start fusing together. I've got some water here. It says pH 5.8, but this is just plain water. It was being used for something else, for some new nutrition. Go ahead and gently spray with water so that the roots get that new nutrition. I'm sure these jalapenos are super happy right now, because now the potting soil mix has just a light nutrition. This is an organic potting soil mix that I'm using here that's very, very light in nutrition. And I can actually go ahead, take my little Sharpie here, and then write down early jalapeno. Oops. Jalapeno. And then add it to that one. So now, from the 2 seeds that germinated in 1 jiffy, I have 2 of them. And they're going to grow into 2 strong plants. Yeah. So, just giving you guys a little tutorial on that. I also have some, if you can see, there's 1, 2, 3 that germinated in here. And it's funny because there was like 3 seeds dropped in every one. So three were good germinators. And in this one, the same pepper, Anaheim pepper, only 1 germinated. So, you know, if you want to, you know, do your germinating seeds indoors, and these were under grow lights. This mix here is a very light Fox Farm seed starter. And then this right here is some organic potting soil that has light nutrition. It's not too heavy. So this is going to be good for about a month in the new potting soil mix. And they're going to get big quick now that they have their own room to grow. They can branch their little roots out, and they have a little bit of nutrition, very light nutrition. And you don't want to put too much nutrition when they're this small because they are delicate. They're just starting off, and you don't want to heavily feed them. It's just a little bit of light nutrition for them at this point of time. Now, I saw another video where someone was talking about why your plants might keel over and die. You know, culprit mainly is not, you know, fungus and all that stuff. It's probably water. Some people have this mind to go crazy watering every day. And really, they don't want that much water when they're starting off as seeds. Just a little light water, and you don't want to be pouring water over them where their roots are moving around. So I always think the best thing to do is get a nice, good spray bottle. Fill it up with water and just lightly spray. They like this light, gentle spray, you know, that's not just pouring over them. And I think it's a really good thing. So that's my little tutorial on how to create more plants from your germination.